Have you ever been out on a day hike and maybe been caught by some inclement weather and you had to sit and wait it out, maybe under a tree on that damp ground, and it wasn't very enjoyable? If so, I bet you wish you had a magic quart-sized Ziploc bag to... No, no magic here. But stick around because I'm going to show you a few things that you can throw into a bag like this that weighs less than a can of pop and will take some of that misery out. Plus, if you make it all the way to the end, I'll show you how to make a product out of stuff you probably already have now that's way more useful and lasts a whole lot longer than it ought to. Without further ado, no emergency carry kit has ever been complete without a Mylar emergency blanket. It's shiny. That means it's good. But beyond that, that shininess reflects almost 90% of your body heat back at you. This means that if you are out there on a 50-degree walk, that becomes a 50-degree day in the rain and you're trying to walk, you can add this underneath your external jacket layer or poncho or whatever and stay warmer. If you have to stop because the weather's so bad and wrap around, you'll be a lot more warm with this than without it. It does stop the water from getting in and it retains the heat. On its own, it may not be enough. We mentioned that poncho. If the weather changed suddenly, you might not have one with you, but if you carry a contractor's bag, which a contractor's bag is just a 55-gallon garbage bag that's got thicker skin. So this is a little more durable, it's more abrasion resistant, and it's big enough to where you can stuff this thing with debris if you need to, like leaves and stuff like that, or wadded up paper, and make a makeshift sleeping bag or mattress out of it. More to common use is putting it on the ground so you have a dry place to sit, or making it into that poncho and maybe lining it with the Mylar blanket and keep going. If you happen to be in your car with this and you get that flat tire, you can put this down and not be out there in the wet and the cold and the muck, getting it all over your clothes while you get the tire changed. Minor, but hey, this kit works on even small emergencies. That's the beauty of it. Now, both the Mylar blanket and the contractor's bag can also function as a tarp if you're really in a pinch, but a tarp is not much good without some sort of cordage, and for that we use Paracord. This really needs no introduction except to say that since this is part of an emergency kit, this particular flavor of Paracord that you can get at like Bass Pro, Cabela's, or Amazon has this little stitching, this little silver thread in there. It's highly reflective, and it really reacts well to a flashlight. It really jumps out, so if you need to be found, that's going to help. Next up, we have a famous brand candy tin because they're awesome. Also because this holds a standard fire kit. I will link to our video. I actually go through this exact kit that you're looking at. This is a kit that I carry. It's a kit that I use, and it works very well. Now, you've made it up to that product that's way more durable and long-lasting than it deserves to be. Well, honorable mention to the bag. This one's from Aldi's. I've been carrying this for a couple of years, and it's still doing pretty good. But we have another famous brand candy tin here. Only this one holds a candle with multiple wicks. We'll try to get in a little bit so you can see those wicks in there. Now, the purpose for that is if you really need to use this for any kind of long-term duration, a short wick's going to burn out fast, and these aren't very high wicks. So what we did here is we took about half a dozen tea light candles, and you take them out of the little foil pouch that they're in, and you put them in here, and you just set this Altoids tin on a skillet or something like that on your stove or over your campfire, and as it heats up, it just melts the candle, and you drop the wicks in where you want them. The nice part about this is you light one or two wicks, depending how much light, or if you're trying to get a little heat off it you need, and as they burn out, you light another one. Now you can always put any other wick material back in. For not a lot of investment, you got a candle that lasts almost in perpetuity. And if you want to get creative, you can add a little citronella to this or anything like that, and you can have a perpetual mosquito candle. So an awesome little thing, little tip that you're not going to find many other places other than Knowledge, Skills, and Gear. And for Knowledge, Skills, and Gear, I'm Joe. If you're finding value in these videos, remember, likes are free, and we really do appreciate it. Help our little channel grow and spread the word. If you don't want to miss anything, subscribe. We've got a lot more stuff in the works. So until next time, have fun.